Hello, gossipers. Welcome to Gossip in the Dark with Sharona. So, we're talking Rob Kardashian and Angela White, or should I say Black China? Because when they were together, they were Black China and Angela White. Now, why are we talking on them after they've been separated now for years? It's because they are now in a position or a spot where they might rekindle their friendship slash relationship. I'm not quite sure if if that's what they would rekindle, probably a relationship, but that's what social media is running with. That the two might get back together, and people are like, oh, what are the Kardashians? What are their thoughts on that? And this is not good. But then we need to remember that they share a daughter together, Dream Kardashian, right? The only Kardashian namesake, Dream Kardashian. And, so it was very touchy between both of them. And because they've been through a lot, how they got together and, whose younger sister was allegedly dating, China's ex baby daddy, and, Tyga and Kylie Jenner. We've all heard that. We're gonna say allegedly because even though there were pictures of them, no confirmation was out there because she was underage, things like that. So we're just gonna put that right there. So Angela, she was doing an interview, and I think the question came up on, is she and Rob in a good space, a good place? And she's saying that they are, and she wants two more kids, and so we're just going to play this little clip of her saying they're in a good space. So let's check this out.
Yeah, we're healing.
Oh my God, I love you.
And we're communicating, and we're just going with the flow. And if God be, then it will be something.
So can I say this?
So you heard she say, if it's meant to be, God being, there will be, and then she said more. So right now that sounds like, they're in a place of, as she said, they're in a place of forgiveness of each other, in a place of respect for each other, because again, they do share their daughter Dream. So when I heard that, China, oh Lord, I need to respect her. She's now Angela. When I heard that Angela and Rob might be, getting back together, because, that's what social media is putting out there. And by, a couple interviews that she did, it's like, that kind of reference. And I'm like, but wasn't she engaged? I'm kind of confused. I'm surprised. So she was engaged to a producer, and his name is Derek Milano, and they began dating I think May of 2023, and they got engaged October of 2024. And I think they ended the engagement Thursday, July 3rd, and on social media. So I'm like, what happened? What went wrong with them? But they did issue a statement basically saying that after much prayer and reflection, Derek and I decided to call off the engagement. So, the only thing can be said is that maybe they sat down and they were like, look, engagement to get married is something that's really serious, and we don't want to take this lightly. So maybe they sat and they did have that talk that, look, it's not gonna work. You might have feelings for someone else, or whatever the situation is. They caught it before it went to the step of marriage. And then she also said, we love each other deeply and are good friends, but we both believe that God's guidance has shown us that this is the right path for both of us as we each continue our journeys. May we find peace and fulfillment in his divine will, trusting that his plan is greater than our own. Sorry. So, his real name is Derek Gray. He's 31 years old, and he also posted on his Instagram that, after much prayer and reflection, Angela and I have decided to call off the engagement. So good for them. Come to now with Black China giving that interview, and people kind of running with it like, are they getting back together? So we're gonna read this quick article, and this article is like sources says and stuff like that, but right now we don't need to go through all that. But what it says is, what we need to know is Rob Kardashian and Black China were engaged in 2016 before they ended their relationship in 2017. A source told People the pair have been muted and things between them are surprisingly peaceful. The former couple, who share daughter Dream Kardashian, are in good terms, a second source says. So you know how I feel about these second sources. We don't know. But yeah, again, just listening to her in this interview, it sounds like they're on a path of, I use the word forgiveness because they went through a lot, and like I said, I didn't want to drum everything up from lawsuits between the Kardashians, and she and Rob had a reality show and she's saying it's the Kardashians, that's why the show is no longer on. Then with her baby daddy, Tyga and Kylie, like I said prior, that's stuff that did have a lot of strain on them. But to see that now she's baptized, she's now Angela White, and she's saying she wants more kids, and it looks like she still does have deep feelings for Rob Kardashian. So we're gonna go ahead and hear what her mother, Tokyo Tony, has to say. So let's take a listen to Tokyo Tony.
How do you feel about Rob and China? No, it's no need to publicity stunt. We have an 8-year-old child, 9-year-old child. No, nothing's wrong with that. I love my baby father, but I can't stand him. You did. Yeah, and that's only because you made that little girl for me. That's all. Yeah, I don't see nobody saying some wedding bells and shit clocking and shit. No, I love you. I love you. I mean, what the fuck? Fuck, I still love my fucking ex-husband. He was a piece of shit. And the other one dead. He was a piece of shit too, but I still love him. You know what I mean? So, we all good.
So it sounds like Tonio is up for it. I'm not quite sure. I think at the moment she and her daughter, they're not talking, and this is a mother and daughter duo that goes back and forth, because while Angela wants to be on a clean path, the mom just has a mouth on her. So gossipers, your thoughts? Are you for a Rob and Angela reunion? Maybe having more kids. She said she wanted 2 more kids, probably one shot, twins. What, just that way. But anyways, good luck to them. And okay, that's about it. As always, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.